I'm Jared Deenda, and this is Snap-on Tool Tips. And we have these pressure testers in front of us, but brand new for 2021, the newer version. The diesel technician said, man, we can handle the pressure. We need higher pressure PSI testers. And you see the analog versions, you see the V1, and now here for 2021, the all new digital pressure tester. Elaborate, Scott.
Right, so we started off with the 500 PSI unit. That's obviously for automotive based. And then we moved to the diesel version. So diesel technicians asked, hey, that thing's great. I need that, but I need higher PSI. So you asked, we listened. So now we have the diesel version, which is gray, 1000 PSI, and a lot of cool features in this. Comes with a master kit, so it's a full adapter. And like you said, so we have all the analog stuff back here.
It's a large footprint.
It's a large footprint, right? Very large footprint. Yeah. But this is really for the technician that works on fleet maintenance. Obviously, it can be for any technician that works on any diesel. If you're specific to maybe a Powerstroke or a Cummins or a Duramax, you still want this kit because it's great because all the extra features it has. But if you're like, hey, I just work on Powerstroke, we still have these great analog gauges for you for the diagnostic stuff.
Looking at this kit, like I said, this is just one compact, good unit that takes place of all this. So you got to think about storage. You got to think about space. You know, your shop is only so big, or you know, your Snap-on toolbox is going to fit nice and tidy in there. But looking at this kit, you see all the hoses, all the fittings, all the nice compact. What is included with this kit?
Yeah, so as you kind of mentioned, this is really great because it takes up a lot less footprint than these 5 gauge sets. So maybe if you have a work center or a riser, this is where you're going to store that stuff, or maybe if it's in a shop, you're going to kind of put it off into a corner. This works well for a technician to have just on his own because you've got everything you need. There's a great little storage tray in here that comes out. You can change the dividers in the bottom, so depending on what kind of testing stuff you have in there, you can move things around and get yourself organized the way that you want to be organized. So it all fits neatly in one case. But as you mentioned, it does a lot of stuff. So this is great for testing low side fuel pressure, vacuum, compression. What's also really cool is that this kit includes adapters for lift tank fuel pump testing, engine return flow testing, and regular flow testing, which helps you determine, is it the pump? Is it the regulator? Is it being restricted? What's going on with the fuel system?
Yeah, and you know, technology is your friend here. And very importantly, this thing is Bluetooth capable, just like V1. So you can have, you know, a tablet, a device, and versus kind of putting something up there and you're maybe in the, you know, the cockpit of the truck or whatever you got. Like, Scott, how's it going up there? What's it reading? You know, while you're at the throttle or something. Now, with the magnet, put it under the hood. I think that's a great facet and a great selling point for the technicians out there.
Yeah, so this is great because it'll data log, the Apple data log. So you go to the App Store, download it, it's free. So when you connect the two, you can hook it up, magnetize underneath the hood. You don't have to be that typical guy that runs it up through the cowl.
Safety first.
Sticks it up underneath sticks it under the wiper blade, right? You're driving down the road, sort of looking at it. This will data log it. So maybe grab a buddy, run down the road. You can have him watch it. Don't do it while you're just solo. Don't want to do that. It's not exactly as safe, but it will data log for you. And you can understand what's going on when you're putting load under a vehicle on a real road test to figure out, you know, if it's just sitting at idle, it's not on a load. When you're actually driving down the road, trying to get on the freeway or something, trying to diagnose it, this will help you.
And this is great to share with customers because you're going to log it, you're going to create history, it's going to give you all those readings, and you can easily just, through technology, send it right to your customers. They get to see, you know, the heartbeat of their vehicle, what's going on in their whole systems. I mean, this is amazing technology. Technology is your friend. I'm just going to say it, you know, basically Lord of the testers, you know, versus you have one tester to rule them all amongst all of these.
Yeah, and when you're dealing with fleet maintenance, a lot of these are, you know, you're dealing with DOT compliance. A lot of companies are really monitoring what's going on with their vehicles because it's an asset, right? So if you're doing something serious to the vehicle, they want a log of that. They want to understand that. So this, you can send that to them. You can store up to 12 cylinders in this. So if you're doing a compression, like, hey, I just put this motor in and it made it this far, they want to know what's going on with their service of their vehicles because that's what they make their money on, right? So it's important to be able to share this data with those customers specifically.
Yep, so both real time, logging it, information out there. A lot of information, a lot of pressure, but guess what? A lot of pressure being relieved for technicians that acquire this kit right here.